Capricorn and Capricorn cross watchers to your to your love reading for the second half of June. I do have a new deck that I'm using. It's called the Before Tarot deck. Just been looking forward to using it, so I might geek out, letting you know. So we have the High Priestess with the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. Knight of Wands reversed. And one more card. Two more cards, okay. So we have Judgment reversed. Okay. So somebody is definitely scared of a new beginning here. I feel like Capricorn, I'm not sure if this is you or if this is you, but I'm feeling for most of you that you're this High Priestess, so please flip the roles if that resonates. But what I'm actually feeling here is that somebody is, it's almost like they think that the money that they have is going to be enough to pull you to them. I feel like somebody here has, it's almost like that kind of person that didn't have to kind of like court people when they were younger, right? They were kind of on everybody's it list, if you will. So people just kind of naturally gravitated towards them. So it's almost like this person thinks they can kind of wink at you once and you'll kind of come a running. And it's not a statement on you. It's a statement on, that's been this person's experience, right? So they haven't had to grow up. They haven't had to learn how to kind of court somebody, right? And I want to be really clear, okay? It doesn't mean that either energy here is a specific gender, okay? Because courting is on both sides, right? So I just wanted to say that. But anyway, I feel like you don't really see, I'm going to be honest, I feel like obviously you're looking for somebody that isn't going to be this Knight of Wands energy. That isn't that kind of like fly by night, looking for a good time, not a long time. And I feel like you're evaluating this person to see if that's the case. I feel like you maybe recently, I'm not so sure it was you specifically. It could be, but I actually feel more that you've seen people's families fall apart. You've seen marriages collapse. You've seen a lot of things. It could be recently. It could be over the period of your whole life that you've seen people that seem to kind of have it all together, and then you find out down the road that everything actually was falling apart. And so I feel like you seem to be in this, like, almost, this might sound strange, okay, but almost this, like, rabid honesty. And it's not a negative thing. I know that word might sound kind of weird, but I don't know how to quite capture. It's not a ruthless kind of energy because you're not being ruthless about it, but it's like the level of authenticity that you're offering right now that you are willing to have in order to find someone that is actually a match to you. It's almost like this person might feel that your radical honesty, that's a better word, is better than rabies. Sorry, guys. That your radical honesty is a trick. They may think it's some sort of mind game to pull them in, to get them to do this, to do that, right? Because they're still stuck in those younger games that sometimes people play before they grow up and realize that, you know, this is real life. I also feel that there is a willingness on your part to show a certain amount of vulnerability, but you're not just going to be throwing it all out there, right? I feel like you're being really smart about it while not acting like you're not, but it's like you're being wiser about the whole situation than you're letting on. And I feel like that is, I want to say it's like, that's a planned strategy. And I feel like for those of you that you're like, yes, I know that already. But whatever it is, I feel like this person might be trying to revive the old days, and I'm not so sure. They seem to think that it's just going to come back to them naturally. And from what I'm seeing from you over here, that's not really the case. Right? It's like this person, you know what? This could be someone that you've been in a connection with before. It may not be, right? This is general reading, so I don't want to say either way. So I'm feeling a little bit both ways. But either way, this is the card before the Judgment card, right? Where everyone's kind of standing up. So this angel kind of calls everyone to attention out of their coffins. But it's reversed. So it's like, part of me feels like this person wants this to be easy. I mean, obviously, right? They do want this new beginning, but I feel like there's something about your energy that's telling them that either they level up or get lost. And it's not, you're, large and in charge and all that sort of things. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, right? It's more about the fact that you seem to have a level of vulnerability now that they may be a little bit shocked, a little bit taken aback by, right? For example, if you were someone that maybe wasn't as open about your feelings, or you were too open, right? You're now the other way around, and it's like, and you found that balance. And I feel like this person may have felt like the connection between the two of you would be a bit of a tornado. They wanted the tornado, but I feel like they're starting to see that, like, if they want to be with somebody like you, they're going to have to level up. And whatever this nonsense is that they're pulling, it's almost like they kind of see that they're going to have to reach for more if they want this, right? So, I feel like it's almost like you're kind of looking for someone that will be a shelter in the storm, but also are looking to provide that to your person, right? And I feel like this one is starting to realize that it's almost like they start to see that having you is going to be more work than they thought. It's not, they can't just snap their fingers and you come a-running. That's not how this is going to work. And it's like, they can do all of the, law of attraction, all of the praying and wishing and hoping they want. But if they don't take any action, then like they're only doing half of the law of attraction, right? Maybe you get into that energy, but you still have to take the steps. And I feel like this person, it's almost like they're holding off to see if they can, if they're actually going to have to do this. Because what's really a little bit annoying to me, it's just me, right? So throw that out the window. But it's a little bit annoying to me that they're actually freaking capable to do what needs to be done to make this happen. It just feels like they're trying to see if they can get it out of you before they have to put it in themselves. Which, like, why? I feel like that might be a dynamic that this person is used to. It's almost like maybe that's what, it could be their parents. It could be, really impactful or kind of like important marriages or relationships that they've witnessed. It's been that kind of dynamic. They know that that's not right. They know it needs to change, but it's easy for them, right? So it's, change is, I'm sure making changes can be really hard sometimes. And I feel like this person doesn't really, it's like they don't want to go through the process of having to do it, but they know that it's actually going to be a good process when they get there, which is why your person is kind of driving me a little bit batty over here. So, what's interesting about this Fool card here, usually this is the card of someone who's about to walk off a cliff and the dog is kind of walking behind them quite happily, but this dog doesn't look very happy, and I feel like this person actually expects to get more resistance from you than they'll actually get, because whatever that resistance is that they think is coming, I feel like you've shed that a long time ago, right? I feel like you're looking for the right person. You're looking for the person that when life comes at you, that the two of you come out with your backs together. You know what I mean? It's like you want your person. You want that one. That one that's, I mean, of course, right? You want that one that is going to be, you know, your cheerleader, your closest ally, your best friend, and obviously be that to this person, right? I feel like you have more than enough to give to be that. Same with this person. They're just being a little bit greedy right now. So I'm just trying to, we're going to get some clarifiers. So just a second. Okay. I feel like we're going to use this other new deck here. So this is the deck of the new vision. I'm going to be honest with you, I was having a hard time pulling messages out of all my old decks, so I splurged and got a couple new ones. But I'm really loving them. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I'm kind of picking up from your person here that they're going to have this, it's almost like there's this urgency. I don't know why this is what's coming through. I apologize if it's a bit crude. It's almost like when you really have to go to the bathroom and this person that you have to talk to just won't stop talking so you can just go. You know what I mean? And it's that kind of urgency where it's like this person could be talking to you about something that is incredibly important or even maybe a little bit funny that you might like to listen to. But at that moment, it's kind of like, shut up and get out of the way. But it's in a situation where they can't do that. They can't say that. Can we get one on this? I feel like this person, hold on. There seems to be something here about them and the Knight of Wands. If this is someone that you've known before or that you've been with before, I feel like it's almost like they feel that they're running out of time to show you who they are, but at the same time, they're trying to hold back and not do it, right? So, like, I don't understand how that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Can we get one for this High Priestess? Wow. Okay. And the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. They seem to feel like there's competition. I'm kind of getting to, like, what you're looking for and what this person, you may be looking for the one, but this person sees you as being kind of surrounded by options, right? Which is, it's almost like they don't want to be in competition with a bunch of people, which, you know, who wants to feel like they have to compete with other people for the person that they love, right? It's almost like they know that they can do it. It just feels like they're procrastinating for some reason, and I can't quite figure out why. I'm sorry. I know that must be annoying. Can we get one on this? Hold on. On the Judgment. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this person, it's almost like they may have had some sort of narrative ingrained in them from when they were young that, like, you have to be careful. People are going to try to take what you have, right? And I feel like that might be, and maybe that is something that happens, right? Maybe a lot of people do ask this person for favors and money and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like they're starting to realize that, like, it's great, but money isn't everything, right? Oh, they can't. Oh, I feel a little bit bad for your person with this, because we have the Page of Wands with the Devil, right? They have a lot going on right now. It's almost like they have a million and one things standing in the way, and they're trying to clear the path. And it's almost like the more they try to clear the path to get to you, the more people, the more crap, the more things kind of keep getting in their way. I feel like part of them is wondering, like, should they even try? Should they just focus on money? And I feel like as soon as that thought, like, should they even try? There's this other part of them that's like, are you insane? Of course. Like they are quite taken with you. It's almost like they don't even know. They don't know how to start. You know, sometimes it's not even doing the thing, it's just starting that is really challenging. I feel like you would really have a lot to offer this person. It's almost like you may be looking for your shelter in the storm, but I feel like you would actually be almost like a safe haven for this person, right? If their life is really busy and people are asking for this and wanting that and borrowing that, right? It's like you would be the person that they would be able to come home to, and you wouldn't be there because you want or need something from them, right? And they know that you're, it's almost like they might see you as someone that has figured out, hold on. I feel like they might see you as somebody. So, for example, let's say a lot of people ask this person for favors, money, whatever, and you may have all those same resources, but you set up boundaries for yourself so, like, people know what they can and cannot ask you. Whereas with this person, I feel like everybody just comes to them. And I feel like in that, they may not know this consciously, but I feel like subconsciously they know they can learn from you. And it's like, you don't even have to teach them anything. You just have to, continue being who you are and authentic and vulnerable, but also, to a point, right? Also with those healthy boundaries in place. And I feel like this person's, if they can get it together and kind of approach you here, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie to you, this person would really be elevated by being with you. And I feel like in turn, they would cherish you. Does that make sense? I almost want to say, like, you may tell yourself sometimes that you're looking for a safe place in the storm, but, and maybe, of course, we all need it sometimes. I actually feel like you may be in such a capable place that most of the time you don't feel that way. And you don't need to feel bad if you're not there, because you're on your way, and you can sit there and tell me that you're not all you like. But I feel like that's just your, how we all have those negative thought patterns that tell us this and tell us that. And I feel like you're going to see, by interacting with this person in the way that you do, I feel like you're going to see really clearly that you've actually got it together a lot better than you thought. So I think I'll leave it there, Capricorn. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. Of course, thank you for stopping by my channel today. I will have the mini reads. Sorry, I don't know why I'm stumbling here. I'll have the mini weekly reads coming out this weekend. And we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.